Okay. What we got here now. Okay, this one goes, dearest Mooji, and actually, I'm looking. I went straight to the bottom of the letter. You can see it's a few words there. At the bottom, I'm looking for who writes it, and it says much love and gratitude, signed no one from China. Okay, so we will see if it's Mr. or Miss No One there. So there you go. Very good. Hello, No One.
Um,
Okay, No One sound like even Chinese name. Okay. Okay,
it
dearest
is a
Mooji.
Chinese name.
Okay, dearest Mooji, following your guidance, I know that I am not what I perceive. Good. So I am not the body, not the mind, not the feelings, and even the sense of being, that's more subtle now, is also seen, so it cannot be me. This was what I was trying to convey to Emmanuel just before. You are able, you say, to even witness that the sense of being, which is more subtle than just feelings or the body, the very sense of being alive and so on, is also observable by you. So it cannot be me, you say, it cannot be me. So I'm curious to see how the letter progresses. Then I can only say that I am the subject, and I am aware because I am always aware, and I've never experienced unawareness. It's amazing. I have never experienced unawareness, because to experience, if there was something called unawareness, it would take awareness to experience unawareness. So, awareness cannot be wiped out by unawareness, because if you remove awareness, awareness remains. You cannot remove it, you see? So even so, I cannot say I am awareness, because I am aware doesn't mean I am awareness, you're saying. I am aware doesn't mean I am awareness. Okay, so I'm going to look at that a little bit. I am aware. This it seems a very curious statement, because I am aware doesn't mean I am awareness itself. So the really important word is I. Because I am aware doesn't necessarily mean I am awareness itself. This will be established on what you take to be I. I am aware doesn't mean I am awareness. You see, that's a statement you're making. So who is the I that says I am aware? By being aware doesn't mean that I am the awareness itself. Then what is aware of that?
Must be me.
Nothing. Nothing is a synonym for awareness also. You see, because awareness itself is aware of nothingness and of somethingness. Let's just be quiet with that. I'll finish your letter, no? So is awareness a function inside me, and I am still before that, is your question. Again, I read, so is awareness a function inside me, and I'm still before that? Well, let me finish the question. You say, this question is burning, and I hope I could have your answer. So I am hoping now that we will clarify this thing now, right now. Okay? So is awareness a function? You're asking this question. So is awareness a function inside me, and I am still before that? Well, it's a very interesting point, because sometimes we speak and say, I am aware of this, I'm aware of that. So used in that term, awareness is put in a functioning term. Just like you say, I am conscious of this, I am conscious of that. I can see this, I can see that. So this is an operational identity. If I say, yes, I am aware that I am meditating, I'm aware even of the process of meditation. What is this I that says I am aware? Is it different from awareness itself? Is the I saying, I am aware of awareness? Can that which would claim I am aware even of awareness seems to indicate that there's another awareness? And there's only one awareness. So, by saying, so is awareness a function inside me, and I'm still before that? Well, if you use to say, I'm aware of this, I'm aware of that, this I naturally presents itself as being before awareness. I can watch my awareness, but you would be what? Unawareness? Can unawareness watch awareness?
No.
So you are then, so therefore you must then admit that you yourself must be awareness to say that I am aware of awareness. So only awareness can be aware of awareness. There isn't, it's like awareness and infiniteness is same thing. So if something says, I am aware of the infinite, will that something, whatever it is, must stand apart from infiniteness? No, it cannot be outside of infiniteness, because then infiniteness would be limited. You follow? Yeah. So it is only a self-confirmation. I am myself the awareness. It's not two statement. For the first time, if you speak like that, you are speaking, but it's a non-duality. The subject is confirming the subject. It is not turning awareness into an object. Take a little moment. Take a moment on it. You can say something.
Yes, but because I'm very grateful for you, because through your session in Rishikesh, I experienced the I, what, because I am not what I can be aware of. So it become an experience. That's fantastic.
Let me stop you.
Yes.
You say you experience the awareness, no? You experience that I am the awareness, okay?
Yes, yes.
But in the actual recognition, there wasn't a separate experiencer. You are the awareness.
Yes,
It is to say that I experience the awareness is an afterthought. It is only afterwards you say, yes, I experience this. You see, because the habit of duality necessarily places you by habit to say, yes, I experience that. But that is not true. You are the awareness, and you are the self-awareness of awareness itself. It's not true.
Yes, but I have one question. It's because why do I ask this question? Is because in the Chinese the Zen tradition, it is said that even consciousness is still not it.
Yes.
The absolute should be nothing. So even consciousness is not there.
Yes. Let me explain. We use the word consciousness, and often we use either the word sometimes consciousness and sometimes absolute or absoluteness. Okay? So normally when we use the word consciousness is more used to say like I'm conscious of. It's more when we say it is more close to the mind, consciousness mind. And awareness, sometimes by habit and culture, we say, I'm aware of. But when I'm speaking about awareness now, I'm speaking of absoluteness. Even though sometimes I talk and I say, yes, I'm aware of this, but in that context, I'm not referring to that functioning awareness as absoluteness. When I say I'm aware of, it could be the same as saying I'm conscious of. So that is what I call the dynamic functioning consciousness or awareness itself, meaning that it's used as a functioning, I'm aware of this or I'm conscious of this. But I'm using the term awareness or pure awareness as equating or synonymous with absoluteness. Now, you may say, but there's a confusion because I feel I am that awareness. You say, I feel I am that awareness. But at this moment when you speak, I feel I am this awareness, you're a little bit making use of a memory of an experience. A little bit sometimes, you see? Even as you speak and say, I know that I am that pure awareness, that pure awareness is still here. You see? But it doesn't have to become a person to say that it is a pure awareness. It makes use of.
I am aware.
Yes.
And I can never be unaware. That's the fact.
Aha. And you indicated that earlier.
Yes.
But because of the reflex of when pure awareness, from pure awareness comes the movement of consciousness through the feeling I exist. And that I exist is a very powerful. It is like I sometimes refer to it as the child of the absolute. It's deeply connected with the pure awareness, but is the active awareness that says I, and it is not a person either. You see, the sense I am, is actually the dynamic consciousness. It is the consciousness out of which the world and the duality appears, and you can see this or that. But it has not yet just automatically become a person. A person is an extra bit of distortion or delusion when in that consciousness it believes itself to be the body rather than the function inside the body, the perceiver of the body. When it identifies itself with the body, then the sense of I am the body comes, and so there's even more distortion to the consciousness.
Yes, so when I listened to your invitation, and when you ask, is it an object? I say yes. I think isness is an object for me because it is seen.
It is?
So maybe it is seen. I can see the sense of being.
Yes, let me say something. This is a very interesting and important discussion right now. I will tell you why you feel you can see isness. Because you're using the mind, because you feel that's the mind that perceives isness. But when I speak about isness, I'm referring to isness as pure awareness itself. Which you also say you can perceive. You see? So you had said earlier also, but I to say that
no, I cannot see the pure consciousness.
Okay.
I cannot.
Yes, but you know that you are it.
I am aware.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Yes.
I am aware.
Is that different from awareness itself? I am aware and awareness. You cannot say I'm awareness?
I cannot tell.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, yeah. Because you see, by saying I'm awareness, you think that you automatically become a duality. But when the words come, because awareness cannot speak and say it's awareness. So, it can only speak with the assistance of consciousness, the dynamic aspect of itself, to say, I am the awareness. You see?
Yes.
So it's be careful of terminology and words. The one unchanging, you are aware that there's something here, we call a something nothing, which does not change. It is not affected. You are aware of this or not?
Yes.
Yes. That is awareness itself.
Yes. So when I in the invitation and I'm directed in the isness, I just have no question. So, but when you ask, is it an object? And then the mind will come to say, "Oh no."
Well, you call it the mind. I call it the pure intellect of the beingness itself. You call it the mind, and so because we have we put the mind in a bit of a dirty context. We can also say the pure mind. I can also say the natural mind, and consciousness is same thing.
Oh,
you
no.
See? So
I
no.
No. I mean when you ask, is it an object?
Yeah.
And then I will say no.
Yes.
Because the isness is seen.
Okay.
So I don't know whether that's the mind or.
So when the answer comes, I cannot answer. That is also perceived. Even when you're saying yes, I cannot answer that as pure awareness. You see, even that answer is also perceived in pure awareness. You follow or not, you see? Even you say, yes, but I can't answer if you say, is that an object? Who am I asking and who can answer? You see? So, and this is really good that we are talking about this because sometimes there are people who call themselves pure Advaitists and so on, and they get very technical about it. And I'm not being technical. I'm simply being true and subtle to expose the subtlety. If I'm asking question, can it be, is it an object? And you went. You see, you're still answering. You're still answering, okay? And because because your mind is saying, "Oh, I better not say because I'll suddenly turn myself into a person again." That's not true. I mean, you can relax about it. If you say no, it is not an object because you're able to say that pure is pure, and it is not an object. Should I even say pure? Oh, can I use even pure? You see like this. So just relax. It's okay. It's not a trick question, you see.
Yes.
You can say, no, it is not an object. It does not come and go. If we were not able to use these words, nobody could be rightly guided. You see? Just that, first of all, you'll grasp that initial understanding, allow that to happen, and gradually, as you become more familiar and stable in that understanding, then what happens is that these kind of subtle doubts, they will just disappear. They just disappear.
And when you ask, will it fade? And I would think that the sense of being won't be here during the deep sleep. So
yes.
Yeah.
The sense of being is not absolute awareness.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the invitation is directing to the absolute.
Yes. It strips everything away. But if you insist upon, that the beingness is the final state, then you say, well, you will speak from that position. You see? But what I'm saying is that including the sense of being is perceivable. Including even the feeling of existence is also perceivable. You see? Then what is remaining? You see? Only you can say zero beyond the symbol of zero.
Beyond.
Yeah. So we can talk about it. I'm not saying the talk is it, but it causes the talk to happen to confirm it is.
Yes.
See, awareness is not something different somewhere else. And, if you say, ouch, oh, that wasn't awareness. Relax about it. No? It's everywhere. It is there before the mind begins. It's there before the consciousness begins. It's there before every movement and every function. It is here.
Yes.
And it is completely unaltered by their functions.
So before, when I listen to your satsang, so when you say the second bird, and the one watch second bird, I don't know what you're talking about because I can only see the second bird, and then suddenly when I can clearly see that the sense of being is clearly seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it cannot. It's so obvious.
Yes. Then what is seeing this sense of being or second bird?
Must be I.
As what?
I am.
Yeah, I as what?
Nothing. No one.
This is what you signed the letter, no one from China.
Yes. Oh, it's really my name.
Yeah,
it's
no
really
one, no one.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
No one.
No one from China. This is very, very good. Now you have accomplished your name.
Yes. I am very thankful. I meant to go to Rishikesh, but I'm forbidden. I was forbidden to go, but I think everything is a grace, and I'm very grateful that I have this chance to see you.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy. I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy for this, and thank you. Eh?
Thank you.
Very good, very good.
And I wish to see you in person.
Sometime.
In presence.
Yes. We understand. We can relax with our language. I know what you mean. Okay?
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very good. Very good.
Love you.
Wonderful. That was a very important talk. And I know that there are many of you who is able to be present with it. Because it is a conversation with no one is actually a conversation with everyone and no one also. Because if you follow from that place of where I've been pointing you to, then you will be delighting in confirming, it is like that. Oh, yes, it's like that, you see. Only if we become very mental about it, and then the mind is insisting, because actually, although the mind, which is carrying the DNA of personhood, will not be really on board to grasp its own source. It wants to survive and as long as possible in the field of duality. So, I hope you can relate to, and that you've been relating alongside myself with a question that no one has put. Okay? So I'll move on and see what we can find here now.